Hi Prof, we are Group 3 from SS9 and we'll be presenting a MOBLIMA project. Our group consists of myself, Sean, Ginny, Alexis, Jabez, and Yamping. So upon starting the application, we'll be sent to the login page where you can either log in as staff or moviegoer. In this case, we'll log in as a staff member, John. As a staff member, we are allowed to modify movie listings, cinema showtimes, and ticket pricing. And now we'll attempt to add a movie. In this case, we'll just call the movie. Next, we'll be prompted to add a few more details about the movie, synopsis, director, showing status, release rating, movie type, cast, and the duration. But in this case, we'll try entering a letter. As you can see, it will cause an exception and we have to enter an integer instead. And now we can check that the movie has indeed been created in the view movie details. And as you can see, movie has been added. Now we'll try to update the information of movie. Okay, in this case, let's just change the duration of the movie. Let's change it to 60 minutes. Yep, and if we check movie details again, for movie, we can see that it has indeed been updated to 60 minutes, which equates to 1 hour. Okay, now we'll move on to creating a showtime for the movie that we've just created. And now we'll add it to Cine Leisure, COS4. And let's say we'll put it on 11/11/2022 at 12 p.m. If we check the view movie showtimes, we can also see that the showtime for movie has indeed been created in Cine Leisure COS4. Yep. And moving on, we can also update the information of the showtime. So if you look for movie in Cine Leisure again, you can see it is over there. And if we choose to update, we can either update the movie or the start date and time. In this case, let's just change the start date and time. Let's just move it to, let's say, an hour later, to 1 p.m. Okay, so if we view movie showtimes again, we can also see that it has indeed been moved to 1 p.m. Next, if you wish to remove the showtime, we can also do so. Okay, and we view movie showtimes again, you can see that the movie has indeed been removed. Yep, and next I'll pass my time to Ginny to share more about the modifying of ticket pricing.
Now here, I'll show how our ticket prices work. We have built our pricing concept on a base and multiplier concept. The base cost is set and then multiplied upon various conditions. Here, I'll show you how we can set our base price. In this case, I'll just leave it as 10. Moving to multipliers, we have 4 factors which can determine our multiplication of cost: cinema class, age group, movie type, as well as date time. In cinema class, we have normal, as well as platinum movie suite. Here, we can try modifying the platinum movie suite multiplier to 3.2. In age group, we have child, adult, and senior citizens. Here we try updating our senior citizens to 0.7. In movie type, we have regular blockbuster in 3D. For blockbuster, we can try modifying this to 1.1. Lastly, in our multiplier, we have date type. So in date type, we have weekday, weekend, and holiday. For weekday, we can try modifying this to 0.9. Now we have cleared the multipliers, let's proceed to holidays. Let's say there's a holiday that's coming on the 12th December, and we like to add that in. So here we just put the dates, and there, it's added in. So let's say we added one by mistake, or holidays are no longer true, we can also remove it. So let's say I'm going to remove the last holiday that we added in here, and there we go. With that, that would be the end of the ticket pricing scheme, and I'll hand over the time to the next person.
Thank you, Ginny. We will now demonstrate the moviegoer side of our MOBLIMA program. So we'll exit from here. And if we enter one, it will prompt us to either sign up or log in. We have initialized a few moviegoer accounts in our system, but we will now demonstrate the sign up process. So we'll click one. Then we'll be prompted to enter username. So we can enter like Bob. And then we'll enter our real name, Bob Tan. Then we'll prompt to enter phone number. So we can enter a string, like an alphabet or something. Then it will prompt us to enter an integer. So now we'll enter an integer. then our email, and then the password we can use Bob, and then you re-enter the password to confirm it. And after we sign up successfully, it will show welcome Bob Tan. So after signing up, we have access to like the various moviegoer functions. So if we enter one, we can view all available showtimes for every movie across every cinema and cineplex. So these are the different showtimes available in our system. And we can press enter to continue. And we also can list the top 5 movies. So if we enter 4, we can list either by ticket sales or by overall reviewer ratings. So if you enter 1 to view by ticket sales, yeah, we can see the top 5 ticket sales in descending order. So the bottom 2 movies shown are $0 because they have not been released yet. So we can enter to go back. And then if you enter 2, we can see the top 5 by overall rating in descending order. So we have only initialized these 2 movies to have at least 2 reviews to have an overall rating score. So we can enter to go back. And then we press 3 to exit. And now we can press 3 to view like specific movies details. So we can choose Black Adam, for example. And then we press 1 to view its details. So you can view its title, synopsis, director, etc. So you press enter to continue. You press 2 to view past reviews and ratings. So these are some reviews and ratings that we have initialized in our system. So you press enter to continue. And we press 3 to add our own review. So you'll prompt us to enter a string for the review text. So you can say like nice movie. And then we have to enter an integer rating. So for us, we used from 1 to 5. So if example we enter 2.2, it does some error checking and it prompts us to enter an integer. And now if we enter -1, which is outside of the range, there'll be an error message saying that the number we provided is not valid. So let's try and add a review again. So we enter 3, and we say like nice movie, and we give it a rating of 3. And now if we view past reviews, we'll see that the review that we just created is right there. So yeah, I'll now hand over to Jabez.
Okay, thank you, Lexus. We will now demonstrate the process of booking a movie, which will be performed on both a weekday and a public holiday to illustrate the price differences that arise when tapping on our price outline class. We will now select option 2 to book a ticket. Next, we will select Cineplex. Do note that if we attempt to select an option out of range, for example 4, we get an exception. Okay, so now we'll go with option 1, which is Cine Leisure. So now we will be prompted to select a movie, and similarly, if we were to attempt to select an option out of range, for example 4, we get an exception also. So the movie that we will now select will be option 2, which is Ajuma. So now the list of showtimes will be displayed. We will now select option 6, which is the 27th December 2022 at 0945. So now we'll have the entire selected cinema displayed. Do note that the layouts differ with different cineplexes and cinema selected. We'll now continue, so press enter. Next, we will input the number of seats that we would like to book. So let's assume that we're going with a friend, so input 2. We will input the seat selected, but we will first showcase the exception handling here. So firstly, we'll try 1-1. So it's invalid, seat number entered. Next, we'll try AA, both lowercase. And now we'll try AA again, both uppercase. All right, so now we will enter the correct input, which is lowercase I13 and lowercase I14. Yeah, so do note that when inputting this data, we accept both lowercase and uppercase letters. So now we'll input the movie demographic information. In our case, it will be 2 adults. So 0 child, 2 adults, and 0 senior citizen. Yeah, so confirm booking with a Y. So for yes. So yeah, our booking has been confirmed. So press enter to continue. Yeah, so once again, just do note that in the cinema layout, the X refers to the fact that the seats have been taken based on the booking. So booking details are shown. So we can see the transaction ID, the booking demographic for the moviegoer, as well as the total price inclusive of GST. Okay, so now we'll repeat the exact same process. So first, book a ticket, option 2. Option 1 for Cine Leisure, option 1 for Ajuma. So, sorry, option 2 for Ajuma, yeah. And now we'll select the 26th of December 2022 showtime, which is a public holiday, Christmas. Yeah. So now similarly, we'll book 2 seats. So in this case, we will input uppercase I13 and uppercase I14. Yeah. So in this case now we actually demonstrate another exception handling, which is in terms of the number of seats that has been inputted to book. So in this case, for example, if we try 0 child, 1 adult, and 0 senior citizen, we get an exception because the total number doesn't meet the value that was being inputted, which is 2. So now we will go with the correct input, which is 0 child, 2 adults, and 0 senior citizens. So confirm our booking. Yep. So similarly, we can see the X, which once again signifies that the seat has been booked. Press enter to continue. Yep. So now we can see the booking ID. Yeah. So transaction ID is over there. Similarly, moviegoer demographics as well as now the new cost. So press enter to continue. Yep. So now we'll actually select option 5 to view the booking history, which is our additional feature. So over here, we can actually now compare the difference in the total price for both the bookings. So we can see that the total price for the booking on Christmas is higher compared to the booking made on a weekday. Yeah. So the reason for this is due to the higher prices that are being charged when booking on a public holiday. So with that, I'll now pass the time over to Lenting.
We go to the cinema star and click on login, key in the particulars. And then now we go to remove a movie. So modify the movie listing. And then select remove a movie. And select just now the movie 6. So now we go to the movie goer to show that the movie will not be able to go. So exit. And then exit. And then go to the movie goer. Go to login. So key in the particulars as for just now. So now we go to book a ticket, Cine Leisure. So now you can see that the movie, just now the movie has disappeared. And this shows that our system has correctly updated the movie to the end of June. So now let's just put another movie, Black Panther, and pick the first showtime. And then one seat for myself. 1. And then enter the number, so R4. And 0 child, 1 adult, and 0 senior citizen. And confirm booking. And yes, the ticket is successfully generated. Enter. Yeah. And then we can exit from here. Enter. Okay, so exit from. So now let's make a review for a movie I watched last week. So let's go to moviegoer. And then log in. Board. Okay, so let's go to view movie details. Avatar 3. So add a review. And then just put nice movie. And then enter rating 3. So let's go to view movie details 1. Okay, and here we see that if there's only one review, then the review overall rating will be NA. So now we will see our application. And let's see. 4. So 6. That's it. And then so that before every user let's say our application, they will get to rate our application. So press 3 exit. So now we select 1 for excellent and enter. And this will come to the end of our application. So with that, thank you for your attention, and we will come to the end of our presentation.